Cooking with Gloria. Today, I want to share with you a very delicious and easy Jell-O for Halloween that I know you guys are going to love. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. Yellow food coloring, condensed Jell-O, orange Jell-O. Of course, you could use the brand that you have at home. Candy corn, little cups or mold so that you could add your Jell-O in there. Milk, water, and whipping cream. This is everything we need to make this delicious Jell-O at home. It's perfect for Halloween, so let's get started.
I want to start here measuring 3 cups of boiling water. And of course, you want to make sure that you only add 3 cups to this Jell-O mixture. And I'm using the Gotti. This is the strawberry Jell-O. If you have another brand, well, go ahead and use the brand you are used to using. And here I'm adding all the Jell-O, and I am going to mix it and incorporate it for about 2 to 3 minutes, making sure that the Jell-O dissolves completely, especially on the bottom portion. You want to make sure that everything is nice and dissolved. When this is done, we're going to go ahead and just put it aside, let it rest until it gets to room temperature. And now, of course, I'm going to start adding my milk, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure 3 cups of regular milk. Once this is completely done, then I am ready to transfer it to a saucepan. This part is important because if you add too much milk, the Jell-O is going to be very loose, and that's exactly how you don't want it. You want to make sure that you warm up your milk nice and hot, but yet you don't need to have it boiling. Once you see that it's nice and hot, then you could add your Jell-O. And I'm adding the condensed flavored Jell-O here. I'm going to add it in here. The milk is nice and hot, but yet it's not bubbling, okay? And that's exactly what you want. You don't want it to be bubbling, or else when you add your Jell-O, it's going to go way to the bottom and it's going to stick to the saucepan. Okay, now I'm ready to remove, and out of this Jell-O, I'm going to separate it. I'm going to make 2 parts. One part is going to be white, and the next part it's going to be yellow. So here I'm just going to make sure that I incorporate the Jell-O completely for about a minute or 2, and then I'm ready to add the food coloring. Remember, the food coloring, it's optional. I'm just adding a little bit so that it gets a nice and light yellow. Look at this. The color looks nice. Remember, if you want it a little darker, just add a little more food coloring. But to my tasting, this is fine. Now I am ready to show you that I have all the mixtures here. The condensed milk, the Jell-O that I mixed in 2 separate little cups. And now I'm ready to start with my little cups. Look at this. I'm going to start with the condensed Jell-O, the one that doesn't have any color, because I want these Jell-Os to have the colors of the candy corn. Remember, the candy corn, it's white from the bottom and then orange in the center, and right on the top is yellow. So that's why I'm making these. I'm adding first the condensed milk, the white one, on the bottom. And I'm going to take it to the refrigerator for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's a little firm, but not firmed completely, just a little firm. Okay, after the 10-15 minutes, look at this. It's a little firm from the top, and I'm going to help myself with the spatula so that when I'm adding the orange Jell-O, it doesn't break the white Jell-O on the bottom. This part is important because if you just pour it in just like that, you could rupture the Jell-O that is on the bottom, that it's barely getting a little thick. That's why I'm helping myself with this little spatula. Once this is completely done, I'm going to go ahead, take it to the refrigerator for about 10 to 15 minutes so that the orange Jell-O gets a little firm. I'm going to make sure that I whisk the Jell-O I have here in this cup because this is the last Jell-O I'm going to add. And here I'm just being very careful and pouring it very slowly. You could help yourself with the spatula, but to tell you the truth, I'm adding very little on the top. That's why I'm pouring it very slowly. Look at the colors. You can see the white. Well, let me take it to the refrigerator for about maybe 20 to 30 minutes so that it's ready completely. And here I'm going to start whipping up my whipping cream. Okay, this is nice and whipped. By this time, the Jell-O should be done. But let me show you how I'm going to decorate it. Look at this. I have a pastry bag and I have the little tip. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the whipping cream right in the center so that I could decorate the Jell-Os right on the top. Okay, this is done. Let me get the Jell-O out of the refrigerator, and now it's nice and firm. And now this is the best part. I am going to go ahead and decorate one by one with the candy corns. Remember the candy corns? They're white from the bottom, orange from the center, and right on the top, they're yellow. Well, here I'm just going to add a little bit of the whipping cream on the top. And now I'm ready to add the candy corn. Look at this. This looks amazing. I'm going to continue adding the whipping cream to every single Jell-O. And then I am ready for the presentation. I can't wait to taste it and enjoy it with my kids. So I'll see you in just a little bit.
Halloween Jello. You know something? This Jello came out so good, so delicious, but this is the part I really love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. It's so easy to prepare, and of course, if you have kids at home, invite them to the kitchen. Make this delicious Jello with your family, especially with the little ones. Excuse me. This Jell-O came out perfect for Halloween. Of course, decorate your Jell-O the way you want it. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious Halloween Jell-O. See you on my next delicious recipe. like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye-bye.